Went from Freaky Friday to Get Freaky Friday.
Yeah, this is that late night mix.
Yeah. Chuck Mangione feels so good, baby.
I feel like this is like if you were walking to Quagmire's house. This is what's being put on immediately.
Oh, dude, this is baby making music right here.
Giggity, giggity.
Yeah.
Your guys' generation is so much different than mine.
This had to be the birthplace of porn music, I'm assuming.
I didn't know there was music involved.
It's because you watch it on mute like a freaking Neanderthal.
What, you never heard of the old brown chicken, brown cow?
I have no idea what that means. I don't even want to know.
Wow.
Nothing.
What happened to today's kids?
We've got other things.
No brown chicken, brown cow?
No, nothing.
We're-
Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, that's what that is?
Brown
I know
chicken,
that.
brown cow?
Oh, I didn't know that's
Just straight over the top.
over my head. Yeah, no,
Just
everyone knows
dumb.
what that. I mean, everyone knows the brown chicken. Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just didn't know it was brown
Yeah.
chicken, brown cow.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Had no idea. Never heard that. That's a great bit. You're so wise. That's what I don't get. Why
That
don't
is
you
true.
guys?
I will not argue with you there.
Why don't you guys do that all the time?
I'm-
You guys should just claim that you own certain things and like.
And you just have no idea. Oh my
Because
God,
there are
you know
other
that?
people out there listening to us that
Yeah.
know better.
Well, it's like for years I thought Isaac and Suk were so funny for calling him Brett Favre. Like I thought that was hilarious. I was like, wow, how did they come up with this?
Yeah.
And then I watched something
Because you hadn't seen an immensely popular movie from the late 90s?
late 90s. Yeah,
Yeah.
something about Mary, right?
Yeah, there's something about Mary.
As soon as I saw it and as soon as Stiller says Brett Favre, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, you son of a like they got me.
Is that hair gel?
That's great.
You just recently watched that, right?
January, yeah.
That's
That's right.
recently.
Yes. That's recently. Considering it's been out for 27 years.
It's old. Yeah, no, it's not older than me.
Eh,
There's something about Mary isn't older than me.
it's not.
I don't think so.
It might be close.
98.
Yeah, so I'm like a couple months older.
Good God.
That was way off.
Yeah. Well, that was like
Samsonite.
well, that was like someone on Twitter tweeted a picture of Mike Tyson like getting into it with these like security guards. And he's like, look at the fear in these security guards when Mike Tyson was going to beat them up. And I looked at the photo and it's like,
I saw that
it's,
on the old Twitters. Yeah.
It's like 28 years ago. Like, dude, I wasn't alive 28 years ago. There's no
great.
fear.
You know what?
there.
He is still a
My
terrifying
brother
human
in
being.
Christ, have you not seen the
Nah.
recent
And he's
video
only
of him?
and he's
That's
Sparring?
4 years old.
and he's only gotten crazier since
4
that
years old.
photo 28 years ago.
4 years old. It got Twitter called out. 2 years ago, he was using a walking cane.
After a surgery.
Again, I can take a punch. Second punch probably knocks me out.
Sure, Jan.
Yeah, that part of this.
We
No.
have a fighting expert who fights and does jujitsu and does all that other stuff here on the fan, on our airwaves, who literally said Will could take a jab.
a jab. That is not a punch.
That is a punch.
No.
I'm sorry. Do you hit someone with a closed fist?
Oh my God.
A jab is a punch. Also, it like got concocted into this thing where like Will's arms were tied behind his back and Will was going to stick out his chin and just let him get a running start. No, the whole thing was I'd be like moving around. He'd throw a punch. I'd get hit. I'd beat the 10 count. Then he'd knock me out. That was the whole thing always from the start. It is nowhere near the dumbest thing that's ever been said on here. And also, it's correct. It's 57, 58-year-old Mike Tyson. We'd be okay.
God, I want to see this happen. I genuinely want to see this happen. You know what? I might just tag him in a tweet or something like that and just be like, hey,
Do you think he's running his own Twitter account? Like, that's his... What great content would that be? He flies down to Portland, goes to one of the top Portland, like, boxing gyms, getting trained
Gets
for
loose
Jake Paul,
and puts you in a coma.
and I come in, we'll sell it. Like, I'll wear 1080 The Fan trunks. Whoever else wants to buy ad space, we'll put them on the trunks. I'll get in the ring. He'll practice. We'll go through a whole training session. Think of the content that I am creating for 1080 The Fan and Odyssey.
You about to find out.
That's fine.
The best,
What
thing,
great
best part about
content
that
would
is
it be?
is the Undertaker bell going off in the background because that's that'll be necessary.
Think about how great the video would be to have everyone tune in, live stream, end of the workout. Does Mike Tyson knock Will out in one punch?
I can just picture Ortner going out there in his boxing shorts with Juicy on his ass.
I totally would. That'd be great. Think about how great of content that would be, because either
Watching
way
you try to turtle up and cover your face
would not turtle up. If you can't turtle up in boxing, that wouldn't be beating the 10 count. I would try to protect my face. But like, imagine.
But that's what I'm saying. You will try to protect your face, and you
Yes.
will open up your rib cage, and that man.
But again, I would have to survive the one punch.
I'm telling you right now,
The one.
if that man hits you in the liver, you would not get up.
If he hits me with the second one, I defeat the challenge.
No,
Are you
no.
stupid or something?
Yes.
One feint up top, left to the body, you're not getting up.
I beat the 10 count.
No, you're not
Yes.
getting up.
Yes.
You're not. I'm telling you right now.
We have a boxing expert on these airwaves.
I'm
said
telling
I
you.
could take a jab.
Bert Sugar's been dead for like a decade.
I used to love that segment.
I'm
Oh, me
telling
too.
you right now.
He was awesome.
That 59-year-old man hits you in the liver, you're not getting up. You're not.
I'd protect my liver.
You're crapping your pants, and we're
How
taking,
great of content would that be if he hit me so hard I crapped my pants?
Oops!
I will wear
Oops, I grabbed my pants.
I
Yes,
will
the
wear
old
white
SNL sketch.
How great would that be?
And it goes
Think
right
of
into
the
the other one that was
content.
known as colon blow.
colon blow. Yeah,
Guys, how
that's what
great
the left hook would be.
what like if he actually, like, let's say I'm wrong, which I'm open to the possibility, and he knocks me out. Think about all of the viral content that we could have here at 1080 The Fan. We would be the most talked about radio station in the world. These are the things that I am willing to do for this station, for this company.
Check Jimmy out.
Man of the
Jimmy's
people, man. I'm a man of the people. I'm the people's champion. I got to be everything that the people can't be. I'm willing to put my body on the line.
Just remember, it's not a lie if you believe it.
It's also not a lie because I haven't gotten in there yet with him. I still think it's crazy that there are people that think this is more delusional than Will Darkins defeating a hippo.
Well, you know what would happen the very second that you stepped up to him.
I've made a huge mistake.
Yes.
Have you ever been hit in the face?
Yes.
Like actually hit in the
That's
face?
the other thing. When did it turn into Will's never even done anything physical ever?
No.
Like,
you have said before that you have not been in fights.
that is incorrect. I have been in many fights. I have never been in a fight with a professional boxer. That is true. I've been in many fights all the time.
I feel like we need to go back in the annals of history. I'm almost certain Will has said he's never been in a fight before.
No, I have been in fights. I have video of me in fights.
I think it's been brought up by
Unfortunately.
multiple hosts the last couple of days that it was supposedly, common knowledge that they said that you've not been in a fight.
No,
Yeah.
I've been in fight. I have videos
Which
of
I
me
was
being in
incredulous about because I'm like, you were a college football player.
Yeah.
How have you never been in a fight?
fights. I was in.
Like,
yeah,
doesn't that happen in
like,
practice about every day?
It happens all the time. I was in fights in practice all the time. If you're talking like, did I get into the ring? No, I never I have no training in fighting. That's a fact. Like I never wrestled in high school or middle school. I never took a boxing. Well, I guess I did take a boxing class. But like, that's the extent. I took like a quarter boxing class at Central. I'm not over here saying like I would last a round. I'd last a minute. One punch. I could survive a jab. Easy.
What the f*** are you talking about, man?
From the Vancouver Ford text line, dude, you'd be creating tons of money for the EMS and the hospitals. You wouldn't get up from the body blow or the head punch. He would break you. You would go down like Alan in The Hangover.
Again, but if I did, that's great content.
You're not wrong about the content.
Yes.
Nobody's debating
Yes.
you on that. Everybody's
Yes.
debating that's the fact that you're not lasting the 10 count.
I would get up.
No.
I'd probably have tears in my eyes.
No.
There might be.
Have you ever been
stuff in
punched
my
in the liver?
I've been punched in the stomach.
That's not the
I've
same.
been kicked in the face. These are all things that have happened. Kneed in the face.
Did you hear the math behind the Tyson punch?
Yeah, you brought out like a mini fridge and it's like throwing it off a thing. And then you were also like, well, what kind of punching power does he have now? 60%? He's 57. He'll be 58. There's no way he has 50% the punching power.
You still want to take a mini fridge to the face coming out of a second story window?
Well, again, I'm bobbing and weaving. I might be able to get my shoulder to hit.
I don't.
You serious, Clark?
I think he faints in you. The fear.
There's an opportunity that happens as well, which would be great.
No,
video.
I'm talking about faint as in Feint, as in
Yeah,
lead.
yeah. That's
like,
no. I knew what you meant.
Yeah,
Like he
he
throws a fake.
throws the fake over
he throws
the top.
a fake, and I get caught.
No. I think he throws over the top, little feint, and you duck, and you open up that side, and he folds you like an accordion.
And that's possible. That is
And when that
and I
happens-
am willing to try. I think that I can do it.
And when that happens, all you're going to hear is a collective, ooh.
And it will be.
Which means it can't be denied.
Do you know how viral it will go? Do you know like how sick that would be? It would be awesome.
I'm sorry, I'm just enjoying this segment because I'm totally emptying out the drop board over here.
I'm happy that I could do that for you. This is how I thought the start of the show was going to go. I've been up since 7. I spent most of the day trying to figure out ways to defend myself and my take, and I think that I figured out the correct take.
You know what?
I was told I could take a jab.
Number one, there's a single person on the Vancouver Ford text line, 503-864-6326, that agrees with you at all. Also, we should get a local UFC fighter to tie kick Will just for the hell out of it.
I've said I'd be willing to take a leg kick.
You want to? Oh God, please, please.
I just
please.
like I want to know.
Please.
It's like touching a hot plate. I'm curious.
No, it's like getting your leg broken.
I understand that, and it would hurt, but like
it might actually. Will,
you know, like when you go to a restaurant. And,
Will, it might actually break your leg.
Yeah, I know. Like I
Like
know.
you're aware of this, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you try to check a leg kick from one
Well,
of
I'm
these
not gonna-
guys,
They would do it in a way. Yeah.
no,
Like
no,
I'm interested.
No, Will, if they actually can't, if
I'm not
telling
saying
you,
I can beat up a UFC fighter.
no,
That's not what I'm
saying. You shouldn't want that.
What the hell is going on?
I'm curious. It's like when you go to a restaurant and they bring a hot plate and they're like, "Careful, the plate's hot," and you're like, "I got to touch it." That's kind of how this is for me.
Oh God.
I would lose.
I will say, as somebody who worked in the restaurant industry for 13 years
It happens.
plus,
Yeah.
the percentage of people who right after you say be careful this plate is hot that reaches out and touches that plate
Right.
is it's not 100%, it's about 99.5.
It's a curiosity. I would like to see what would happen. Would I die from a leg kick?
Screw it. We're gonna completely derail here. We got to get to a break. I had an idea that I was going to throw out here a little bit later, but reviving Joe's versus Pros, but instead this is a twist. What is the thing out there that you think Will might actually be able to take, and we'll keep it to a fighting realm? Could he
Fighting?
fighting, UFC, wrestling? Could you stop a takedown attempt from Randy Couture?
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't. No. Like someone the other day asked, would I be able to take Ronda Rousey? Absolutely not. I think Ronda might beat me before Tyson.
Oh, dear God.
Well, because if I ran around, it would take 20 seconds for Tyson to corner me, where Ronda Rousey would be fast enough to catch me and put me in a chokehold in like 4 seconds. Does that logic kind of tracks?
I don't think so.
You think Tyson could beat me before Ronda Rousey?
Yes.
Because they're both beating me.
Yes, they are. But also, the one thing you would have going for you with Ronda is you are tall. She would have to work to get up to get you down.
I have bad knees. She could take out my knees.
Yeah, I'm
She's
just
got lower center of gravity. She's
Yeah,
got,
I'm
you
just
know,
saying that mass, contrary to popular belief, mass does matter a little bit.
that, let's face it, he'd probably get a little bit excited.
That's true. He'd have to go little Chris Jones and fall down.
It'd be great content.
Dying is great content. It doesn't mean we want you to die, Will.